Say Selenium class 40, Introduction to TestNG Testing Framework. Introduction to TestNG Testing Framework. See first chapter index. In this chapter, or you can say in this session, we are going to discuss three topics. What are the three topics? First one, Introduction to TestNG. Just a minute. Introduction. Introduction to TestNG Testing Framework. Next, install TestNG and write first TestNG test case. Install TestNG and write first TestNG test case. First TestNG test case. Next, third one, create multiple test cases and run. Create multiple test case and run. Okay. These are the topics that we are going to discuss today. Jyotirmai, come. Jyotirmai. Today people are not responding.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. People are responding slowly today. Okay. Come, Jyoti. First topic in this chapter, Introduction to TestNG Testing Framework. Say in Selenium using Java. Why I am saying using Java? This framework selection, testing framework selection depends on programming platform. For example, general idea. For example, if we use Java for writing test scripts, put mute Jyoti, nice from your side. You can use either JUnit or TestNG, anyone. Suppose if we use .NET, C#.NET, then supported frameworks are NUnit or Haskell. Next, if we use PHP, Behat plus Mink. Like this. See, final conclusion, this selection of framework, testing framework depends on programming platform. Who is this name? Dell? Who is that person? Don't use different names, use your own names. Hello? Observe Vijay. Come Vijay. In Selenium, your system also making nice, Vijay. In Selenium with Java, there are two frameworks. There are two testing frameworks. Two testing frameworks available. What are they? One is JUnit. JUnit. Another is TestNG. Here NG stands for next generation. And one more thing we discussed. Anyhow, in our training program, we are going to discuss TestNG. JUnit and TestNG both are similar. TestNG is advanced one, inspired by JUnit and NUnit, and added some new functionalities, but test annotations maximum functionality is same. Okay, we are going to discuss TestNG. If you learn any one testing framework, then you can easily learn other frameworks. Okay, and one more thing, testing framework selection depends on programming platform. Just a general idea. Suppose if we use Java as programming language, then you have to choose either JUnit or TestNG, any one, not both. Suppose C#.NET. See, .NET is suite of technologies. In this .NET you can find 30 plus technologies like VB.NET, VC++.NET, ASP.NET, C#.NET, etc. It supports C#.NET. Some are saying Selenium supports .NET. Not all technologies of .NET. C#.NET. Okay. If we use C#.NET, then supported frameworks are NUnit, next Haskell. Next, if we use hypertext preprocessor PHP, then BHAT. Just idea. We don't use this one, but just idea. Make. Next, if we use Ruby platform, then RSpec. Next, test : unit, test unit. Next, if you use Python, PyUnit. Next, just a minute. PyUnit. Next, py.test. Etc. Okay, na? Vijay, or any confusion? Vijay Bhairappa, any confusion? Ravindra.
No, sir, I'm fine. Thanks.
Okay. All of you put mute. Except Ravindra. Ravindra, you come. Come, Ravindra. Say our chapter is, or you can say our session is, today's session is Introduction to TestNG Testing Framework. In this session, we are going to discuss 3 topics. One is Introduction to TestNG, second one Install TestNG, third one Create multiple test case and run. Okay, now we are discussing some points under Introduction to TestNG Testing Framework. Okay, next point, TestNG Framework features. TestNG Framework features. Observe TestNG, where NG stands for next generation. TestNG is a testing framework designed to simplify a broad range of testing needs from unit testing to system testing. Actually, JUnit, TestNG, all these frameworks were created for unit testing. But nowadays, these can be used for all levels of testing like unit testing, integration testing, and system testing. But primary purpose, unit testing only. But we are going to use these testing frameworks for system testing. Okay. Next point, initially developed for unit testing, now used for all kinds of testing, means all levels of testing. Next point, TestNG is an open source framework where NG stands for next generation. Next point, TestNG inspired by JUnit and NUnit but introduced some new functionalities. Observe. Why Preeti Joshi lately joined? Join in time?
Yes, sir, sorry.
Okay, cool. TestNG is a testing framework. TestNG is a testing framework designed to simplify, just a minute, a broad range of testing needs from unit testing to system testing. Okay. Next, initially developed for unit testing, now used for all levels of testing. Next, TestNG is an open source framework. Observe, Preeti, in our test automation using Selenium, we use all open source software. For example, Selenium open source. Next, IDE, platform, Eclipse open source, Java programming platform open source, TestNG testing framework open source. Say in our Selenium test automation, we use all open source software. Okay. Say where ENG stands for next generation. Next, TestNG inspired by JUnit for Java platform. TestNG also Java platform inspired by JUnit and NUnit. NUnit for .NET platform, .NET platform, but introduced some new functionalities. Okay. Say these are the important things. Observe Jyotirmai. Did you follow these concepts? First of all, testing framework selection depends on our programming platform. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Yes, sir.
Okay. And now come Jyotirmai. I think in previous chapters, indirectly we discussed this concept.
Okay, sir.
Advantages of
TestNG.
TestNG. Say one point this we didn't discuss. TestNG annotations. TestNG annotations are easy to create test cases. Okay. Next, continue. Jyotirmai, tell me one or two advantages of TestNG.
I think the test cases can be grouped and
Yes, test cases can be grouped and prioritized more easily. Next, Pavani, why you unmute? Avoid the disturbance.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir. That's why I am mute. Yeah, in TestNG futures, in first one, you said a broad range of testing needs means what that, sir?
Broad range of testing means we are going to discuss this one. Creating test cases, next prioritizing test cases, grouping, parameterization, generating test reports, parallel test execution. All these are broad range of testing needs. Suppose using Selenium, you cannot perform these all these things like generating HTML reports, etc. Hello? Confirm, Pavani. After answering the question, confirm, Pavani.
Okay.
Are still
sir.
open. Today, people are responding very slowly. Poor timing. What is the problem? Not only Pavani, all participants.
Time to mute and unmute, sir. That's why it's a problem.
Okay, cool. Preeti Joshi not responding, first of all. Preeti. Not responding.
Yes, sir.
Why
I'm
you are
here,
not
sir.
not Preeti, sorry, not Preeti Joshi. Smriti Pandey. Preeti Joshi, you are responding.
I'm here, sir.
You are here, but from the beginning itself, we are calling you, but you are not responding. Okay.
Yeah, sir. There was some problem with my computer.
Okay, cool. Sirisha, can you hear?
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Okay, cool. Put mute. Now come Jyotirmai. Test cases. Okay, Pavani, you asked a question. Broad range of testing needs means grouping, prioritizing test cases, parameterization, generating HTML reports, emailable reports, parallel test execution. All these are broad range of testing needs. If we use any framework, then they are easy to conduct. Continue Jyotirmai.
Yes,
prioritizing, grouping, prioritizing. Next.
Supports
parameterization. Next.
And then you said that parallel test execution.
Before that, so many concepts are there. Executing multiple programs or classes using XML. Suppose if we use Java, Selenium with Java only, you can run one program or class at a time, but using TestNG we can run multiple programs at a time, means one by one without user interaction. Next, generate HTML reports. Next, parallel test execution. And one more thing, observer Ravindra. Okay, Jyotirmay. Observer Ravindra. For parallel testing, we have Selenium grid tool, but that is not our syllabus. What is the difference between Selenium grid and TestNG? If we use Selenium grid, then you can use multiple systems. Means you can distribute the load. Suppose 300 test cases, 100 on first system, 100 on second system, 100 on third system. Otherwise, suppose all 300 on first system using Mozilla, all 300 using Chrome on second system, all 300 using Microsoft Edge on third system, like that. But if it is TestNG, only single system, we can create multiple nodes. That is operating system concept that we will discuss later. Using single system, if you have a high configured system, you can create multiple nodes and conduct parallel testing. So anyhow, you can reduce the time. If it is Selenium grid, you can reduce more time. Okay. Come Jyotirmay. Test cases. Test cases can be
grouped and prioritized.
Can be grouped. What is the purpose of grouped? To conduct batch testing and prioritizing. Just a minute. Prioritized. What is the use of prioritizing? You can decide which one is first, which one is next. Sometimes functionality dependencies are there.
Yes.
Sometimes other dependencies are there. That time, if you prioritize the test case, then you can execute series of test cases easily. Okay. And prioritized more easily. Next, supports parameterization. And one more thing, Jyotirmay, without TestNG or without testing framework also you can conduct parameterizing. Anyhow, earlier we did parameterization using text file. Java supports file handling concept. Anyhow, we can conduct parameterization. If we use framework annotations, then it is very easy. Okay. Supports parameterization. Next, execute multiple programs, or you can say multiple classes using XML. Just a minute. Observe Preeti Joshi. Did you understand this concept? Execute multiple programs or classes using XML. Did you understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Suppose you created 2 Java classes. Suppose you are working with Selenium with Java, created 2 Java classes. How to execute them? Can you execute these 2 Java classes at a time? Means continuously, one by one, without interaction? Preeti Joshi.
Yes, sir.
How? How you execute multiple Java classes at a time? If we are using, concentrate, if we are using Java and Selenium with Java, Selenium with Java only. Suppose I created 2 Java classes or programs, want to execute at a time. At a time means continuously, one by one. Can we execute? Preeti.
Yes, sir.
How? You are telling incorrect answer. Second time I am rejecting your answer. How you can execute? Suppose
We
create
can't.
10 Java classes, execute all at once. How?
No, we can't do that.
We cannot execute. First open class 1, execute. Next open class 2, execute. Like that only. But if we use testing framework, with the help of XML file, we can execute n number of Java classes continuously. Continuously means you no need to execute every class separately. You group the classes and run, then it will run classes one by one as per your provided sequence in XML. This is the facility. Getting the point, Jyotirmaya, or any confusion?
No, sir, I got it now.
Vijay. Vijay Bhairappa. Any confusion? Vijay not responding. Ravindra. Put mute
I'm
Vijay.
fine, sir.
What about you, Ravindra?
I'm fine, sir. I'm fine.
Okay. And one more thing. Observe. Put mute Ravindra. Observe Jyotirmayi.
Yes, sir.
In the previous classes, we created a batch test case also in a program or a class. Say before that we created so many test cases, but one Java class, one test case, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes,
We created one test case in one Java class and executed. Next another class, another test case, like that. Next at the end, data driven testing, cross browser testing. Next batch testing chapter or time, we discussed creating multiple test cases. We created global WebDriver, then created multiple test cases in a single Java class and ran. Okay. But here you can run multiple test cases using multiple classes. Observe this case study, Jyoti. Suppose we have 3 test cases. Test 1, test 2,
test 3.
Test 3. 3 test cases. We created these 3 test cases in class 1. Class 1. Just a minute. Class 1. Okay. Next, class 2. In class 1, we have batch test. Next, class 2. Class 2 also we have, for example, batch test. Suppose in this we have 4 test cases. Next, class 3. Suppose here 2 test cases, like this. Suppose 9 test cases in these 3 classes. If you use this feature using XML, we can execute all these 3 test cases continuously. We no need to execute class 1 separately, class 2 separately, and class 3 separately. We can execute, we can group these classes and we can execute them continuously. 3 classes, 3 Java classes means 9 test cases in this scenario. Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
See, earlier we executed multiple test cases using single Java class. This
one
time,
Java class.
multiple test
Multiple
case,
class.
but using multiple classes also means increasing the scope na.
Yes, sir, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, continue. Next, any confusion, Preeti, following or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Generate. What about you, Pavani? Earlier also Pavani trying to ask.
No, sir.
Okay, cool, Pavani. Cool. Generate
Test reports.
test reports. Test reports. Say, already we discussed the Selenium WebDriver. It is API. It doesn't have any built-in features. It doesn't have built-in test result, test reporting facility. With the help of testing framework, either JUnit or TestNG in our scenario, we can generate test reports. Next, parallel test execution. Parallel test execution. These are the important one. All of you put mute Jyotirmai, put mute. Now Sirisha, just list out the important advantage of TestNG. Then we will move to next topic. Sirisha, advantage of TestNG.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
TestNG annotations are easy to create test cases.
Good.
Test cases can be grouped and prioritized more easily.
Good.
It supports parameterization.
Good.
It's execute multiple programs or classes using XML.
Yes.
It is easy to generate test
Not
reports.
easy. It is generate.
To generate
okay,
test
easy
reports.
or difficult, forget about it. Why I'm saying no result reporting facility in Selenium WebDriver. Definitely we need to use this feature if it is easy or difficult. Okay, continue.
Okay. Yes, sir. Parallel test execution.
Yes, parallel test execution. Okay. Now
Yes.
continue. Ravindra, you come Ravindra. Second topic in our chapter. Install.
Yes, sir.
Install TestNG. Install TestNG and write first TestNG. First TestNG test case.
Yes.
Why we are saying TestNG test case? Say earlier we used only Selenium WebDriver for verifications also. Example, verifications we inserted Java programming features. Okay, anyhow earlier we used Selenium only for writing test steps. This time we are going to use TestNG features also. That's why we are saying TestNG test case, meaning observe TestNG program, TestNG program or test cases. TestNG program means Ravindra, Selenium plus programming, anyone. Suppose in our scenario Java plus TestNG. Okay, now Ravindra.
Yes, sir.
TestNG program means not separate program. It's not a separate program. Selenium and Java, Selenium plus Java plus TestNG. Okay. Continue, Ravindra. Install TestNG and write first case. First, I will explain the navigation. Then I will show the practical. And one more thing, Ravindra. From where we need to install TestNG? Not from hard disk, not from desktop, Ravindra.
Yes, sir. From
Ravindra, usually we install software from our operating system, isn't it? From desktop.
Yes, sir.
But
Yeah.
some softwares using another software as platform. For example, TestNG. In Eclipse IDE, we install TestNG. Okay, what is the platform for this one? Not desktop.
Eclipse, sir.
Eclipse IDE. In Eclipse IDE, observe the navigation. Help menu. Next, select install new software, next click add, next enter name, just a minute, enter name as TestNG, name as double quotes only for understanding, TestNG. Next, enter URL. You need to remember this URL. No context help. Enter URL as http colon /s beust.com/folder Eclipse. Okay. Next.
Click OK, sir.
Okay. Then TestNG will be populated. What is Ravindra?
Okay, sir. Click OK.
Select. Okay. Select TestNG software and
next.
Click OK. Click OK or next?
I think next, sir. Before selecting TestNG, there should be OK.
Yes. Yes. Enter this one, then
click OK.
Yes.
Then test will populate it, and you have to select.
Populated. Then select and click. Click next. Just a minute. Select TestNG. Next.
And accept the agreement.
Again next. Accept the agreement
and finish.
Agreement, and at the end finish. See, this is the navigation. Okay, na? It takes some time. Depends on that TestNG server response. Eclipse, TestNG, all are freeware na. They use some low-level servers. Java also freeware, but Java current vendor Oracle, they are providing high configured servers, but Eclipse, TestNG, low configured servers are low level servers, so they take time. Okay, cool. I will show the this one navigation. Guide me, Ravindra. Guide me. Just a minute. Just a minute, Ravindra. New, suppose class 2. Guide me, Ravindra. How to
So
install?
Go to help, sir.
You know the navigation. Go to help menu in Eclipse.
Yeah.
Next, install new software.
New software.
Next,
Click add.
Click add. Observe Pavani. Enter.
Put TestNG,
Name
sir.
as
Enter
TestNG. Enter.
BEUST.com.
sourcesite.com/Eclipse. Eclipse. Observe Smriti Pandey. Here in this
Yes,
pane, there is no site selected, no site available also. Click OK, click OK, click OK. Now TestNG populated now, Smriti.
Yes, sir.
Now select TestNG. Select TestNG. Click next. But observe Ravindra.
I think you already installed.
In my machine, I already installed. That's why it is not showing that next button enabled. Now next button is disabled. I already installed. Otherwise, you click next, then it will show.
Sir, you can select.
Pardon? Then you can sell.
Sir, you can select.
Pardon? What is the problem?
No, sir. I was just trying to say if you select show only software applicable to target environment, if next button might be enabled, sir. So
Yes.
just told, sir.
But already I installed. That's why it is not showing. Next simple steps. Observe Ravindra. Next. Then it will show accept or don't accept. Select the radio button, accept, then finish. Then it will install TestNG software. It takes 3 minutes to 5 minutes, depends on our system configuration as well as net speed. Okay. Observe Bhairappa. Help. Installation details. Observe Vijay. And Eclipse IDE for Java. TestNG I already installed na.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is
I
installed.
already installed. That's why it is showing. Okay. Next. Okay, Ravindra. I will call you Ravindra. Next, Pavani, you come for some time. Pavani, you come for some time. You come. Our next continuation is install TestNG and write first TestNG program. Pavani, write first TestNG program, or you can say test case or group of test cases. Okay. Observe Pavani. First, I am taking one simple test case, manual test case. One simple manual test case. Observe. Okay. Manual test case. Manual test case. Test case name. Test case name. Test case name. Verify verify page title. Page title. What page title? Google. Google. Observe Pavani. Test steps Pavani. Test steps. First one, launch the browser. Launch the browser. Next, navigate. Navigate to navigate to suppose Google home page. Google home page. Suppose just a minute, Pavani, just a minute. Google home page. Okay. Next. Enough Pavani. Verification point. Verification points. Here only one verification. Capture the page title. Capture the page title and compare with expected. Next, expected. Prepare expected, Pavani. Here left side top, show the mouse pointer. What it is showing, Pavani? Google. Otherwise, place mouse pointer on the home page and right click, view page source. Next, Control F, search opens. Type the title. Enter. Observe. Oh, closed. Suppose Control F, title. Observe Pavani. What is the title, Pavani? Title value?
Here it is.
Title value. What is the title value? Can you view or not this one?
Yeah, it's and Google.
Google. This is raw method, but use tooltip. Google. Here input data none. Input data none. Say test ng. Test ng test case. Test ng test case. Observe Pavani. Before going to discuss TestNG test case, observe this note, Pavani. 1. Main method, if you use Java, main method is not used. Say main method, what is the purpose of main method in Java programs? Program execution starts from main method. But for TestNG, no main method required. Main method is not used. If we use syntax error, not used in TestNG programs. Next, TestNG program contains only methods. Observe Pavani, methods. We write test case as method. using method syntax. Ravindra, observe. We write test cases using method syntax. See, TestNG program contains, here everything is method, contains methods only that contain at the rate test. This is annotation. See, if you use at the rate test, this is indicator for test case. Next, if you don't write at the rate test annotation, if you don't write at the rate, no space, at the rate test annotation, then the method is not going to be executed. No main method executed. Okay, now these three points regarding TestNG test case. Tell me Preeti, tell me this note regarding TestNG test case. Preeti.
Main method is not used in TestNG
Next.
program. Then TestNG program contains methods only that contain at the rate test annotation.
Good. Next.
If we don't write at test annotation, then the method is not going to be executed.
Okay, good. Now come Pavani, we are going to write our test case. You know the test steps. Okay, na Pavani?
Yeah, okay, sir.
Say, suppose, for example, environment setup over, we installed TestNG. After installation of TestNG in Eclipse, then we can use TestNG annotations and no main method. Okay, here everything is method syntax. Public void returns nothing. Verify title. Next, instantiate the browser, Chrome browser. Pavani, instantiate the browser. Pavani not responding. Increase the timing, poor timing. Sirisha, continue Sirisha.
System.setProperty.
Just a minute. Type yes, select set property. Next key is WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver. This is fixed. Next one is not constant, dynamic. Depends on your computer. In my computer, Chrome driver available in D drive. driver dot exe semicolon. Next, create the driver instance.
WebDriver
driver here D capital letter in WebDriver, case sensitive, equal to new Chrome driver, open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Next, import WebDriver library. Next, import Chrome driver library over. Next, launch Google homepage. Suppose driver.get just a minute. Take the URL of google.com. In US, com server, in India, co.in. If you enter .com in India, then it will redirect to co.in, India server only. Okay, Google has nearly 70-80 servers. Google.co.pk, co.ca, Canada, co.au, Australia. Okay. Next.
Driver.find element.
Why find element? We are capturing the title only. Why find element?
No need.
No need, na?
Yes, sir.
You can directly compare. Instead of writing the Java verification point, I am going to use TestNG assert methods. Just a minute. Before this method, make it as test case @test. Now, suggestion, import test. Here, same test annotation available in JUnit also. Don't select this one, TestNG. Next, observe Ravindra assertion methods. Assert type E equals of imported from JUnit automatically. Okay. Import assert. Observe, Bhavani, that assert available in JUnit framework also. But
yes, sir.
TestNG.
TestNG.
Okay. Next, expected. First expected. What is expected, Pavani? What is expected?
Google, sir.
Google, good. Google it is string type data. Actual, what is actual? You can capture the actual value into variable, otherwise directly. Driver dot type P, not P, get title, type G, get title, okay na? Next, driver dot close, okay na? Preeti Joshi, are you following or any confusion, Preeti Joshi?
No, sir, I'm good.
Okay.
Sir, after installation, directly we can see TestNG under the
sessions, yes.
what you can say.
Yes,
okay, sir.
you don't need to add to any project. This is Eclipse level.
Okay, sir.
If it is WebDriver, project level. Suppose if you create new Java project, again you need to add Selenium WebDriver jar files to new project, but this is Eclipse level. Okay.
Okay, sir.
It will show that session automatically. Good question, Preeti. Otherwise, Preeti, it will show TestNG, add TestNG to this project or this tool like session, Preeti. If you select add TestNG option, then refresh the Eclipse IDE. Next time onwards, you will get suggestions. Import test annotation from TestNG. Next, import asset from TestNG like. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, cool. Now observe Sirisha. Any confusion regarding this TestNG program? Sirisha.
No, sir.
Any queries, Sirisha? Observe Sirisha. Confirm,
Sir.
Sirisha. Tell me, Vijay.
Sir, like this assert is there, no, sir? Assert equals.
Assert is built-in class of this one, TestNG. Observe. org.testng.assert is predefined class of TestNG.
Okay, sir. So this will be using quite oftenly, or when it depends on the situation and the functionality or test cases which you're using.
If you want to generate HTML report, emailable report, then use TestNG annotation, TestNG methods for verification. If you use Java or any other programming conditions, then it will send the result to Eclipse IDE console only. If you want to export that result to external files, again you need to write the logic. Use this one, text file or Excel file, and export the result. That is different. Getting to the point?
Okay, sir.
You are not clear. Tell me. Be sharp, Vijay.
No, sir,
Be sharp.
No, sir, not clear, sir.
Pardon?
I did not get it, sir.
But why you are saying yes? Observe. If you want to generate test reports, use TestNG methods. If you don't want to generate test reports, then use Java programming condition. If Google equal to so and so, then pass, otherwise fail. Then it will send the result to Eclipse console, temporary. But if you want to emailable, if you want emailable reports like that, you generate the, you use the TestNG methods for verification. Any problem?
Got it, sir. No, got it, sir.
Sir, so in this case, assert contains, we can use that too, right, sir? On 16th line, assert.assert
Yes. Contains means, suppose if you are not confirmed this one, suppose if you are writing driver.getTitle, then if it is writing Google plus some extra information, that time you can use assert contains if available. Then what is the problem?
No, sir, I'm just making sure.
Yes.
Sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Depends on that one. Here, you try to capture this one, string page title equal to driver.getTitle, then it will return Google only, no extra information. So you no need to use another method. Okay, good question. Depends on your scenario, you can use. Click OK. Observe. Observe Pavani. Total test runs 1. What about that status of the test case?
Passed.
Passed. Next, observe. Pavani, observe. Select the project and refresh. F5. Refresh. At the bottom, you can get test output folder. Test output. Here, observe index.html. Here, HTML file available. Observe. Suppose if you want emailable report, here, this one, you can copy this one and you can attach with defect reports also. Suppose, observe, this is emailable report. You can use it as attachment. Okay, na Ravindra, or any confusion?
No, sir, I'm fine.
Just a minute. This is TestNG test case. TestNG test case. Just a minute. Next, Vijay Bhairappa, you come. Our third one. First two fulfilled. Introduction to TestNG testing framework. Next, install TestNG and write first TestNG test case. Third one, create multiple test cases and run. Create multiple test cases and run. Observe Vijay. Suppose I'm splitting this test case, 3 different test cases. Observe our test cases. Simple. You can use lengthy test cases also. First one, launch browser, first one. Next, second one, verify title. Verify title. All these are test methods, but in our scenario, test cases. Next, close browser. Close browser. Suppose like this. Okay. Launch browser, verify title, close browser. 3 simple test cases. You can use lengthy cases also. Not only 3, you can use 30 test cases also. Okay. I'm going to create a TestNG program. And one more thing, Vijay, one note. TestNG test cases. TestNG test cases are not executed as per program sequence. Are not executed as per program sequence. Are executed in alphabetical order. Alphabetical order. This is the general rule. Okay. Suppose if these are our test cases, observe Vijay, then what is the alphabetical order? Suppose test cases as per alphabetical order. Alphabetical order. In this
312, sir.
In this TestNG testing testing program. First one, as per alphabets. First, close browser, close browser. Next,
Launch browser.
launch browser. Launch browser.
Verify browser.
Next, verify title. Verify title.
Titles.
Okay, good. Now create the TestNG program. TestNG program contains 3 test cases in this scenario. Guide me, Vijay. Suppose create a new Java class. New Java class. Suppose class capital letter multi test case. No main method, just finish. Now observe, Vijay, we are going to create multiple test cases, then declare WebDriver as global. Why? We are going to use WebDriver instance in various blocks of the code, isn't it? Every test, every test method enclosed with curly braces. So declare as global. Then you can use everywhere, means in the entire class. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Observe this one. Observe Sirish also. Public. Here static optional.
WebDriver.
Driver. Now we declared as global. Just a minute, here spell mistake. Web. Import that WebDriver class library. Okay.
Library.
Next, I think enough, Vijay. At the rate test, every test case must be having this test annotation. Otherwise, this method won't be executed, isn't it?
Sir, we can have any name now, sir. Annotation as
annotation not fixed, not any name.
Okay.
Test is fixed.
Okay.
You cannot
Okay,
use your own names, predefined.
Okay.
How can you use your
Okay,
own
sir.
names? How?
No, just
How system knows your names? Suppose if you use @Vijay, how system knows what is the @Vijay functionality? Predefined only.
Okay, sir.
Class. Sorry.
No, sir. Void. Public void.
Just a minute. Public void. Suppose
browser.
Launch browser, open and close parenthesis, enter curly braces. Next,
WebDriver.
Why WebDriver? WebDriver we already used. Don't write WebDriver again.
Okay.
Just a
Okay,
driver.
sir.
Just a driver equal to, just a minute. Just a minute. Driver equal to new. New Chrome. New Chrome driver, open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Just
like 2D.
Yes. Good observation. Import. And one more thing. In this Selenium version, instantiation of the browser for every browser, including Mozilla Firefox, required. Okay. System dot set property. Next, WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver next comma path of the driver executable
/Chrome
driver dot exe Chrome driver dot exe. Just a minute. Semicolon. Observe, is it enough? I think launching only na.
Sir, can we make initializing of the driver another method, sir?
Why? Simple na. You can make, but just simple. Simple. Only one line. But sir, no restrictions for writing test cases. If it is 2 lines or 10 lines or 100 lines, try to maintain medium, not small, very small and heavy and large, like medium. Okay. Next, public void. Next, verify title, open and close parenthesis, curly braces. Next, observe driver dot get.
Sir, here no assertive, sir.
Pardon?
No, sir, correct. No, sir,
driver
correct.
dot get. Next, provide the URL. Just a minute. Google.com. Next, suppose this time instead of capturing and comparing, I'm just string URL. Just understanding purpose. Otherwise, you can capture and comparing in the next line also. Suppose
driver dot
page title.
Driver dot get URL, get title.
Driver not URL na.
Titles, title on page title.
Any meaningful variable. Driver dot get title. Okay. Next,
system
assert dot assert equals imported JUnit.
Google, sir.
Remove this one. Next, asking TestNG. Next, expected Google. I'm not going to use string methods. Compare directly. Page title. It is a variable like, don't use double quotes for page title. Don't use double quotes. Over. Next.
Yes, sir. Close browsers.
Next.
Public void.
Just a minute. Public void. Just a minute. Public void. Close
browser method.
Browser, open and close parenthesis, open curly braces. Next, suppose driver dot close. Okay na? Next, just observe Vijay. As per program sequence, first we wrote launch browser, then verify title, then close browser. Suppose if it is general Java program, as per the program sequence, lines of code, it will execute. But if it is TestNG program, as per alphabetical order, see first close browser, next verify title, Just a minute. I think it will show incorrect. Browser also launching. Not closed.
It will run only first test case, sir.
No. First test case. Yes. It is running
Sir,
first
you didn't
test.
write test.
First test case. Next remaining test case not executed. Okay. In this scenario, this is general, Vijay. Just a minute. It's running only first test case.
Sir, write edge test annotation, sir.
Yes.
We should write for all the three. We should write for other two, sir.
That's why. I forgot that one. @ annotation. This time also I think error. Run the program. Test run 3 failures. Close browser failure. Why it is showing launch browser and verify title?
That's correct, no, sir. Because the close browser will execute first. That's why it's failing. And
failed. Next launch browser, next verify title.
Yeah. Correct,
actually, it is not correct one. Observe next. Here, observe Vijay. Just a minute, Vijay. After this, create driver dot manage dot window dot maximize. Okay. Now it is executing alphabetical order, Vijay. First it is executing, trying to execute close browser. That time no browser available, so failed status. Then launch browser, then verify title. Actually, it is not correct sequence. Next, using priority. Using priority. What is this keyword? Attribute. It's not annotation. Using priority attribute, we can control the test execution process. Okay, just a minute, Vijay. I'm adding one more test case, Vijay. I'm adding one more test case. Observe, verify title 2, verify title 1. Suppose this time, suppose I want to verify another title called Yahoo. This is the URL for Yahoo. Just a minute. Next, get the title of this one, tooltip, Yahoo. Just Yahoo.
It will fail now, sir.
Why it will fail? Another test case.
Because okay.
Another test case. Don't confuse. Do not confuse. Observe, Jyotirmayi, in this program, in this TestNG program, How many test cases are there?
3.
Ravindra.
Total 4.
4 test cases.
Sir.
Total
4 test cases.
4 test cases, including closed browser.
You can blindly count this one. How? How many test annotations are there? 4 test annotations. So 4 test cases. Okay. See here.
Sir, we need to add one more test annotation, sir, here.
Yes, I will. Good observation. Good observation. Say. Now, it's my mistake only. Say now we have 4 test cases. How can you count? We have 4 test methods. We have 4 test annotations. Okay,
Yes,
annotations also secondary. Here, every method is one test case. We have 4 test methods. So 4 test cases. 4 test cases. Next, just a minute. Just a minute. As per our program sequence, suppose, just a minute, verify Google, verify Google. Verify Yahoo. As per our program sequence, first launch browser, next verify Google, next verify Yahoo, at the end close browser.
Sir, that Yahoo you used Y capital or small?
Yes,
sir?
capital only. Capital only.
Sir, if you use a capital, I think that will be run first, sir.
As per program sequence, observe my condition. Ravindra, observe what I am saying. It has to run as per, suppose if it is programming sequence, what is the sequence? First launch browser, next verify Google, next verify Yahoo, next close browser. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
But TestNG follows alphabetical order to execute test cases, not programming sequence.
Yes,
So
sir, yes.
it will execute first close browser, definitely it will fail. Next launch browser. After launch browser, which one is first? Google, just a minute, Bhairappa, which one is first after launch browser? Google or Yahoo, as per alphabetical order?
Sir, Google, sir.
Why?
Because
Alphabetical range, capital A to capital Z 65 to 90,
okay.
small a to small z 97 to 120, 97 to 122, then small g is bigger than capital Y na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yahoo first, then Google second na?
Google.
I think,
Yes, sir.
I think close browser will fail. Next launch browser, after launch browser, Yahoo first, Google next. Just we will check it. Run the program. Run the program. It is showing only one. Any problem? Close browser. Exception. Okay, this time it is not running actually. This time. See, environmental issues, so many. I think it won't close. Now Google. Now Google.
It won't close.
It won't close. Close browser over now.
Yes,
now
sir,
observe.
yes.
Observe Ravindra. Total tests run 4. Failures 1. Observe. Observe Bhairappa. Vijay. Launch browser. Verify Yahoo. See, actually close browser first, but it provides passed first. failed last. That is another sequence, Ravindra.
Yeah, yes,
Passed
sir.
cases first, failed
Failed cases.
next. Otherwise,
Yeah.
first close browser only as per alphabetical. Okay, as per passed, first launch browser, next Yahoo. Why? Y capital Y. That ASCII value is smaller than small g ASCII value. That's why priority small to high, small to big. Okay. But we don't want this sequence. We don't want this status. I want first launch browser, then verify Google, then verify Yahoo, then close browser.
Close.
As per program sequence, if it is. Next, use priority attribute. Observe Ravindra.
Yes, sir.
Priority attribute. How to? After test
Beside the
annotation.
Yeah.
After test
that one thing,
annotation, open parenthesis, small letter, priority.
Equal to 1.
Priority, single equal to 1.
1.
1. Don't use semicolon, etc. Why? This step belongs to TestNG. TestNG. Now observe. Observe Smriti Pandey. Smriti Pandey, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Observe in this program, Smriti Pandey, we used Selenium WebDriver concepts. Example, this driver belongs to Selenium WebDriver. Get belongs to Selenium WebDriver. Get title belongs to Selenium WebDriver. Next, Java. Suppose, observe Ravindra, string belongs to
Java.
String belongs to Java. Next, this entire method syntax belongs to Java only, isn't
Java,
it?
sir.
Java method syntax. It's not Selenium, not belongs to Selenium WebDriver or TestNG. This method syntax belongs to Java. String belongs to Java. Final conclusion, Smriti Pandey. In our TestNG programs or test cases, we use Selenium WebDriver concepts, Java programming concepts, and TestNG concepts like annotations, methods, attributes, etc. Any confusion, Smriti Pandey? Smriti Pandey?
No, sir.
Okay. Observe Ravindra. Priority 1. Priority 1. Suppose for Google, priority 2. Here no sequence mandatory. No sequence is mandatory, Ravindra.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Give priority numbers from small to big. You can give negative numbers also, -1, 1, 2, like that also. But give user-friendly numbers. Follow the coding rules, not rule. Follow the syntax. What is that one? Coding standards. That is not rule.
Yes, sir.
Rule means we must follow. It's not rule. You can use any number, 10, 20, 30, 40, like that. But it is not readable. It is not standard. Follow the standard. Okay. Next, priority 3. Next, priority 4. Now observe, run the program. Just a minute. Run the program. Observe Vijay.
Yes, sir.
Now Google after Yahoo closed. Observe Vijay. Tests run. 4 na. Tests run 4. Next, failures 0. Now observe. Passed. Launch browser. Verify Google. But as per alphabets, first Yahoo. Next, verify Yahoo. Next, close browser. Okay. Next, observe. Refresh here. Refresh. Next, open the test output. Here, index HTML. Observe. But here, don't confuse Vijay. Here, 4 methods passed. Method means test case, and it will show, observe Ravindra, alphabetical order only as per general rule. But execution we observed in Eclipse IDE console. Getting?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Next, emailable report. This one also as per alphabetical. It is returning time also. Observe Vijay. For example, 2334 milliseconds means 2.334 seconds. This is as per priority.
Sir, I have one question. Sir, how can we customize that TestNG report, sir?
How
can you
customize the TestNG report, sir? Can we able to customize?
Customization means you need to write extra logic, but here no customization or no configuration facility, direct facility available. You need to write the logic.
Okay, sir.
But here no direct that setting. Next, observe Vijay. Observe.
Sir.
Suppose. Tell me, Vijay.
Sir, you gave priority wise according to the execution wise, sir. But it is displaying the result according to the alphabetical wise, no, sir.
But what about in console? Otherwise,
console
it won't
execute.
It won't execute now. That is HTML report. That is different.
Okay.
That is free setting only. Observe this one. Observe our console.
Yes,
suppose
sir,
if it is alphabetical order, it won't execute first of all. Just a minute.
Correct, sir.
Just a minute. Now observe. This is console report. What is the console report? Launch browser, verify Google, verify Yahoo, close browser. Okay. In TestNG report, it is providing alphabetical order. But you can assume if it is alphabetical order, it won't execute that one. It must fail.
Correct, sir.
As per this sequence only. This is console report. But we cannot argue that one. Why you are providing like that? TestNG is fixed.
Okay, sir.
Now observe Ravindra. You try one failed. One more attribute also there, Ravindra. Before that, just a minute. Suppose A, B, C, D, E. Just a minute. Leave this one. A, B, C, D, E. Run the program. Run the program. Observe Ravindra.
Yeah, it failed, sir.
Anyhow, failed last, passed sequence. launch browser, verify Google, close browser. Failed. Okay. Just a minute. This time, Yahoo. Okay. Next, A, B, C, D, E. Run the program. Run the program. Run the program. It will execute. No skip. No skips. Observe Ravindra. 4 tests run. 1 failure.
Yeah.
Observe. Launch browser. Verify Yahoo. Close browser. Failed last one. Okay na? This is failed.
Yes,
failed. And one more thing. Sometimes it is not recommendable, Ravindra. Observe Ravindra. Using suppose observe Ravindra. Note.
Yes, sir.
If we use priority, attribute to control the test execution process, then if any test case fails at suppose middle of the batch, it won't stop the execution. This is one advantage. It won't stop the execution. Next, it will
Continue, sir. Continue till the end.
Continue the execution. Here one advantage is there. Suppose we have 10 test cases batch. Third test case failed during execution. It won't stop the execution. It won't skip any test cases. It will continue and it will log the defect. Suppose first one passed, second one passed. Next, third, it will skip for report. Fourth passed, 5 passed, 6 passed, 7 passed, 8 passed, 9 passed, 10 passed. Next, at the end, third one failed. But here one disadvantage also there. Observe Vijay. Disadvantage. Jyoti. Concentrate Jyotirmai. Here one disadvantage also there. Observe in this one. First browser launched. After that, Yahoo, navigate to Yahoo. Yahoo passed. Next, navigate to Google. Google failed. Then close browser. No functionality dependency na in between Google page title verification and close browser. Google success or not, it will close the browser blindly, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
No functionality dependency in this scenario, Jyoti. Suppose if any functionality dependency is there, it won't, remaining test cases won't pass. For example, in our test batch, 10 test cases are there. Third test case failed. Suppose if there is no functionality dependency in between third and fourth test cases, then no issue. Suppose third test case output is input for fourth test case. Here post condition is precondition for next test case. Suppose if it fails, then next case won't be executed. Impact on remaining test cases. Getting the point, Ravindra, or any confusion?
No, sir, I'm clear.
See here, if there is no functionality, when to choose? Functionality, dependency. If there is no functionality dependency, then choose this priority attribute. Why? It will continue the execution. Otherwise, means dependency is there. Otherwise, don't choose this attribute. Okay, alternate for this one. I'm going to introduce one more. Observe, this time, you come, Sirisha. Sirisha, come. Using Sirisha, are you there?
Hello. Hello, yes, sir.
Okay, Sirisha. Depends on methods. Depends on methods attribute. Using depends on methods attribute instead of this one. Observe, depends on O capital on methods. Just a minute. Depends on methods equal to depends on methods equals to launch
Before
browser. Depends on methods equal to launch browser. Okay, spell mistake. What is the problem?
Sir, it should be in double column, sir.
Double
columns.
This one. Okay, just a minute. This one.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Depends. D small letter only. Observe Srisha. Now Srisha. This launch browser no depends on methods available. Sirisha, why? This is first method to run. We are going to run this method as first. So for first method, no depends. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Suppose second method. After launching browser, I am going to execute Yahoo. What is the following method for Yahoo? First launch browser. Depends on methods. Try to understand that depends on methods attribute. Depends on methods launch browser. Means if launch browser successful, then execute the Yahoo.
Yahoo. Yes, sir.
Next, if Yahoo successful, then execute the Google. Next, if Google successful, then execute the last one. Otherwise, anyhow, it is lost. Okay, last one, verify Google. Verify Google. Observe Srisha. We have 4 methods. We don't want alpha, we don't want alphabetical execution is not suitable for our test batch. First login. So I didn't provide any attribute for launch browser.
Launch browser. Yes.
First launch browser, not login. First launch browser, I didn't provide any dependency for launch browser, any priority for launch browser. Next, Yahoo. For Yahoo depends on launch browser. Means
Launch browser.
if launch browser successful, then
Yahoo is executed.
Next, if Yahoo successful, then
Google.
Google. Suppose if Google successful, then close browser.
Close the
Close browser. Observe Srisha. Okay. Okay. Google. What happened? Observe Ravindra. Observe Ravindra. Browser
Yes,
not
sir.
closed, Ravindra. Browser not closed, na?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
It depends on method fail. Observe Srisha. Total test runs 4. Failures 1. Skips 1. Total 4 okay. Skips 1. Why skipping? Observe. First launch browser passed. Next verify Google also passed. Next verify Yahoo passed. Next verify Google failed. Next fourth one, what happened, Sirisha? Close browser not executed. Not failed.
Yes,
failed different. First of all, not executed. Skipped.
Yes, sir. Skip.
Why?
Yes, sir.
Depends on method fails, na? For example, just assume functionality dependency is there in between this third and fourth test. Suppose if third case failed, if you blindly execute fourth one, what will happen? Suppose if fourth one is correct code also, it will fail, na?
Yes, sir.
That's why safe side this arrangement. Okay. Now observe. I will show one more flavor also. Just a minute. Now observe Jyoti. Jyoti, are you there? Jyoti not responding.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will hear, sir.
Observe Jyoti. Suppose if I use priority attribute, then no skips. Blindly it will execute test cases as per the priority. But if any functionality dependency is there, then it is not recommendable. Why? If any functionality dependency is there, then suppose one test case fails at middle of the execution, remaining cases may be failed, isn't it? That time we can choose depends on methods. It will strictly follow the depends on method. But observe Jyotirmayi, suppose third test case failed, okay, depends on methods, third one for this last one. But suppose no functionality dependency, I want to run it forcibly. For that, use one more attribute, Ravindra, comma,
Always run, sir.
always R capital, always run equal to true. True is reserved word. Don't use double quotes. Now observe, observe Jyotirmai. Run the program. Google. It is not closed. Any misplace? Just a minute. Okay. Now observe, slowly executed. Okay, run the, this is first browser, don't confuse. Run the program once again. Observe Sirisha, observe Yahoo first, next Google, it is taking time, just a minute. Actually it is taking too much time. Always run true, closed. Now observe Sirisha, tests run 4, failures 1. Okay, but no skips na this time.
Yes, sir.
Why? We used always run attribute now, forcibly run. Why? My feeling, my assumption is no functionality dependency between 3rd and 4th. Then why you need to skip this one? Like that. Example, observe. Passed launch browser, verify Yahoo, close browser. Next, failed last one, verify Google. Earlier, close browser skipped, this time executed. Any confusion? Vijay? Confirm Vijay. Any problem? Now, before going to close the session, Pavani, come Pavani. When to choose? Provide priority. Provide priority for test cases. Conclusion. Observe, Pavani. First one, if functionality, dependency is there among all test cases, otherwise among test cases, then choose, which one?
Priority, sir.
Priority. Then priority attribute. Next scenario, Pavani. If there is no functionality dependency among test cases.
Sir, that is the first one is no functionality dependence, right, sir?
if functionality dependency. Sorry, yes.
No functionality,
Yes,
it's
yes,
priority,
yes,
sir.
yes,
If
yes.
functionality, it's
Just a minute. Just a minute. Good observation, Ravindra. Actually, it is my mistake.
yeah, because you already written that priority one prior,
Already
sir, that's why.
we written. Already we written. Observe. We priority attribute.
The second line, sir.
Second line.
If
There is no
yeah.
functionality dependency. Then choose priority. Already we discussed. Okay. This time my mistake. Anyhow, good observation. Observe. If there is no functionality dependency. If there is no functionality dependency, among test cases, if there is no functionality dependency among test cases in a TestNG program, then choose priority attribute. Next,
Yeah.
If any functionality dependency
Among test cases.
if any functionality dependency is there among if any functionality
Take out that
dependency.
is there, sir.
Pardon?
Take out that is there, sir. It's fine. Yeah. Just delete that. Yeah.
If any functionality dependency among test cases, okay.
TestNG program.
Then choose
Depends on method. Depends on method.
D small letter. Depends O capital letter on M capital letter. Depends on methods.
Method.
Attribute. Next, one typical scenario, Ravindra, observe. Suppose functionality
functionality dependency for some test case.
Just a minute. Functionality dependency for some test cases only. Means you can cover remaining things, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Suppose functionality dependency for some test cases only. Means for remaining test cases, no functionality dependency.
Then we can use always run.
That time, then choose
depends on method.
Depends on method. Both depends on method. And suppose if no functionality dependency, then use and just a minute. And always run. Just a minute. Okay. Always run attributes. Okay, na Ravindra, any problem?
No, sir. So, sir, if you have dependency, even though if you use always run, it won't execute. Am I right, sir?
Pardon?
If you have dependency.
Just a minute. Always run. Observe. We have 4 test cases. Test 1. Test 1. Test 2. Next. Test 3. Next. Test 4. Observe, Vijay, Ravindra. Suppose all these 4 are independent test cases, end-to-end scenarios, no dependency. Suppose if second case fails, third case will be executed and correct code, then it will pass. that at that point of time you can choose priority attribute, means
Yes, sir.
no skips. It will continue the execution if all pass or fail, like that. Suppose third case incorrect code or defect in application. Suppose third case may be failed. That time if you use priority, no issue na?
Yes, sir.
No issue. Why it won't skip fourth one? Third fails,
Because
leaves
there is no dependency.
fourth one, no dependency. Suppose if they suppose functionality dependency among all test cases. Test case 1 output is input for test case 2. Test case 2, for example, post condition is precondition for test 3. Next test 3 post condition precondition for test 4. That time if you use priority, what will happen? If test case 3 fails, test 4 will be
Other test case also fail.
Fail automatically.
Yeah.
It won't skip. It will fail. But
it will fail, sir. Yeah.
In the application, no defect. Our code also correct, but you won't get correct
attribute.
Output.
Yeah.
That time
sir.
use
depends on methods.
Depends on methods. Getting. Next another scenario. Third one. Observe Ravindra. Suppose functionality dependency is there in between first three. But in between, among first three, functionality dependency
is
there for first three test cases.
Yes, sir.
But no functionality dependency between 3 and 4.
Test 3 and test 4.
Yeah. Suppose if we use functionality dependency is there, that's why I preferred depends on methods. Suppose test 3 failed, what will happen? Test case 1 pass, depends second one will execute, pass. Next third one will execute, fail. Fourth one it won't execute, even though correct code and no defect in application, for example. That time if you use always run equal to true for test case 3, depends on methods equal to test case 2, comma, always run equal to true means then it forcibly executes fourth one. Suppose fourth one is correct code and no defect in application, it will pass. Getting?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to close the today's session. Today we discussed 3 topics. Jyotirmayi, 3 topics we discussed today. What are the three main topics in this chapter? 3 main.
Introduction to
TestNG testing framework.
Installation and write test case.
Yes, install TestNG and write first TestNG test case. Next third one,
multiple test
write multiple test case and run. And in addition, we discussed providing priority for TestNG programs. We used priority attribute. Next depends on methods, and in addition we used always run along with depends on methods. Next, when to choose priority, when to choose depends on, and when to add always run, we already discussed it. Okay, I'm going to close the session, and this TestNG framework not completed. It will take 2 or 3 classes, 2 or 3 more classes.
Sir, when I am trying to install the TestNG, I got some error message, sir. I don't know why.
Environment problem. That is not my coding problem, na. You try once again and send your screenshot to my mail ID. I will check it.
Okay, sir.
Vijay. Vijay.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Jyotirmai. Vijay, any queries, Vijay? Vijay not responding. Today, Vijay system not working properly. Pavani.
Sir. Sir. It is method, depends on method and always run, sir. Like little bit I need to understand more, sir. Like
tomorrow
will
we will
you
discuss.
able to explain?
Tomorrow we will
okay,
discuss.
Sir. Thank you.
I explained clear. What about you, Ravindra? Did you understand the depends on methods and always run?
Yes, sir. Yes.
See, Vijay, be sharp. Tomorrow I will explain once again. Be sharp. And one more thing, Vijay. Okay, today your system also not supporting properly. Sometimes you are listening, sometimes you are not. See, and repeating the concepts is too difficult. Anyhow, this program is already dragged. So don't drag the program once again. And one more thing, you check your system, proper voice device, etc. Okay, you are listening sometimes, okay, not listening sometimes. Today, not only you, some Preeti also 1 or 2 times disconnected. Okay, but most of the time you are not listening. Sometimes you are not answering my questions also. Lately responding. Try to avoid that one. You try to rectify the problems at least by tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What about you, Pavani? Pavani.
No queries, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Preeti Joshi. Preeti Joshi.
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Ravindra.
I'm good, sir. Thanks.
Welcome. Smriti.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. We'll meet tomorrow, same time. Thank you.